Good morning, students. Now, yesterday we have done expanded form and place value. Today we'll be doing the conversions. Now, how to convert? There are two different type of conversions: decimals to fractions. Okay. Now, decimals to fractions already easy. We have already done in the expanded form. Suppose a number is given to us 0.13, so we have to convert this into fractions. So, what is the process? This decimal point, for this decimal point in the denominator, we will write down 1. Then we will see how many digits in the decimal part. There are 2 digits, so for these 2 digits we'll write down 2 zeros, so we get the fraction 13/20. Next example, we can take 2.37. Now here 2.37, that is in the decimal part. We have after decimal 3 and 7, 2 digits are there, so we'll write down the number 237 and then divided by 100, because 100 will come for this decimal one and for these two zeros will come. This type of fraction is the improper fraction. Now the same number can be converted into mixed fraction also. Now in this number, see here 2 is on the left hand side of the decimal, that means it is a whole number, and the decimal part of this number is 0.37. So we will write down 2 as the whole number, and then 37/100 converted to fraction. So we are getting a mixed fraction here, totally mixed fraction here, 237/100. So this type of fraction is mixed fraction. So we can convert the given numbers into improper fraction also. We can convert this into mixed fraction also. Okay. Now next is we will do the conversion from fractions to decimals. Now for conversions to fractions to decimal, there are two methods. Let's take one example, 3/10. It's quite easy. This fraction we have to convert to decimals. So as I told you, for every digit we will write down in this way, and then after 0 there is only one digit here and then 1 is there, so we'll put a decimal point, and before this decimal point we are putting a 0 just to give a mark that the decimal is in the correct place. Okay, so we got this answer. Let's take another example, 7/10. Let's take 1000. 7/1000, so the answer will be 7, 1, 2 and then the decimal point, and we get the answer. Now it's easy. When the denominators are in terms of tens or hundreds, etc., it's quite easy to convert from fraction to decimal. Let's take another example. When the denominator is another number, let's take one example. Let's take the sum is given to you 3/5. Okay, and asked to you to convert this into fraction. Now this we can do by using two methods. First is by converting the denominator to multiples of 10, or second method is simple division method. Okay, simple division method. Now converting the denominator to multiples of 10. Now how to convert? 3/5. Now with 3/5, how much shall I multiply to get the denominator 10? If I multiply this with 2, 5 2s are 10. Similarly, to make it equivalent fraction, I'll multiply the numerator also with 2. So this is 6/10. Now it's quite easy to convert into decimal, so we'll write down 0.6. So this is one method, first method. Now second method, as I told you, it's division. So simply what we will do, we will divide it number. Okay, now this is a smaller number, so we'll put a 0. It will go by 0 only. 5 zeros are 0, subtract 3. Now for help, we'll put a decimal and take the help of one more 0. Okay, now 5 6 are 30. So what is the answer? The answer we are getting here is 0.6. It's same as 0.6 here. I think you understood the method. Now division method is easier because directly you can divide and then get the required answer. So easily you can convert from fractions to decimals. I think it's quite clear to all of you. Okay, so now let's proceed for the comparison of decimals. how to compare the decimals. Let's take one example is given to you, 1.3 and 1.7. Now tell me which number is greater. Now in this, compare to 1 same, it's 3 in the decimal part, it's 7 in the decimal part, so definitely 7 is greater, so we'll put the sign this way. That means 1.7 is greater. Easy. Okay, let's take another example, 2.35 and 2.357. Okay, now see here, look here, when we are taking these two numbers, 2.35, 2.357, 2 same, 35 same, but here there is no digit in the thousandth part, so we'll put a 0 here to make it like decimal. Okay, so this is 0 and this is 7, so which is greater? Definitely this is greater, so this is the greater decimal. So this is how, by converting into like decimals, we will compare to get the greater or the smaller decimals.